All right, coming at you. Another episode of Daily Doc Talk. So, this is something that I haven't really talked about a whole ton on these types of videos that I wanted to get into, and this is the idea and concept around self-mobility exercises, things that you can do in the comfort of your own home. Some of these things don't require any equipment. Some of these things do require a little bit of equipment, whether it's a lacrosse ball, whether it's a foam roller, some voodoo flossing bands, things like that. Relatively inexpensive in the grand scheme of things, and something that you could do every single day that could help dramatically reduce your pain. So first, I want to tell you the story of how I got introduced to this concept of self-mobility work. So I was, I think, third or fourth year in undergrad, back up in Canada, Western Ontario, go Mustangs, and in track season, and my back starts to hurt. And I'm seeing the trainers, the athletic therapists, doing the ice baths. I'm kind of doing everything, that the team is saying to do. And, there's certain things that help when I'm, working with the trainers and stuff. A little bit of psoas release, helps. And then the pain would come back in my back and things like that. Now, mind you, this is before I had the car accident and then the herniation that ended up basically ending my track and field career. So I had this nagging back pain, and I'm doing research on, what I can do and all that type of stuff. And I come across a physical therapist. His name's Kelly Starrett. He is one of the smartest dudes I know in the mobility, physical education, personal training, coaching, strength and conditioning, physical therapy realm. All this stuff kind of meshed in together. And at that time, he had a YouTube program or YouTube series that was called the Mobility WOD. Basically a workout of the day, taken from the CrossFit community, where he would give you mobility exercises to do for that day. I actually came across him on episode 30. It was super early in his time of doing this. So one of the first videos he did was this self-mobility exercise called Super Couch. Basically, you take your knee and you're gonna take your knee and you're gonna kind of put it like you would stretch your quad, but you actually put that in the corner of your couch, and then your other foot is gonna be up on the ground. And so it's a really deep stretch. It didn't always have to be into the couch. The first time I did it, basically you just put your knee into the corner of the wall, and then you go up into basically a quad stretch. And you do that for 10 minutes. So I did that very first day. My back pain, gone. Didn't come back for a very long time. I went from not being able to run to now being able to do everything I needed to, whether that was in the gym, whether that was on the track, whatever it was. My world exploded at this moment because I was like, holy crap. There are things that I can do on my own outside of the normal, warm-ups and stretches and all that type of stuff that I already knew. But there's this whole new world opened up where I'd be able to take some matters into my own hands and do things that, the therapists couldn't do, the trainers couldn't do, nobody could really figure out. And the Mobility WOD became my kind of haven over the next little while as I went through the remainder of my career. And I still, to this day, do those mobility exercises. Nowhere near as consistent as when I was an athlete. There's definitely a period of 4 to 8 months or so where I've not done much, but in the grand scheme of things, there's still things that I do on a daily basis. So what I want you to do here is I want you to go check out Kelly Starrett. Used to be called the Mobility WOD, now it's called the Ready State. They have an absolute amazing daily programming where you can go on and get daily videos. It's a very reasonable price. I don't get any money from this. I'm simply spreading this because I truly believe that it is going to help a lot of people avoid injections, surgery, and wasting a whole bunch of money on things that are just gonna help temporarily. Kelly Starrett, the Mobility WOD, formerly, now the Ready State. Instagram, YouTube, his website. Please go check them out. A lot of great videos, great insight, and actually take the time to do, 10, 20 minutes a day of this type of mobility work. You're obviously gonna have to figure out what works for you in terms of frequency, in terms of intensity, in terms of, you know, if you have to make any modifications. So you're gonna have to explore that. But honestly, give it 30 to 60 days of doing that stuff on a daily basis and report back. Leave a message in the comments here, leave a comment, let us know how it did. We wanna hear from you guys who have actually seen improvement, because I firmly believe that a lot of you people will. So there's a lot of things you can do in the comfort of your own home that can help your chronic pain, and self-mobility programming is one of those things. And I highly recommend you go check out The Ready State and Dr. Kelly Starrett. See you later.